Hi guys, welcome to this episode of Aussie Coin Hunter. I just want to welcome anybody who's watching this video for the first time. It's great to have you. I'm just going to break down some things of where Aussie Coin Hunter has come from, very briefly, what I've achieved, and which direction I'm heading in with the Aussie Coin Hunter videos in the future. So I'm just going to go over to the whiteboard and we'll come back. Originally, when I got into the metal detecting hobby, I'd saved up $350 of my own money. The total amount for the metal detector, which was the metal detector, the digging tool and the pro pointer, was this big total. And I haven't put that for a reason. But anyway, so I had saved $350. I didn't have the rest. And so I was going to use the credit card or something like that. But the wife said no, she had some money put away. So I went and bought the metal detector, the digging tool and the pro pointer. And then my first goal was, because I believed that I would be able to find the money. So what I was focusing on first of all was to repay this amount back to what my wife had saved, which is kind of like the family budget. I wanted to make this hobby, whatever I find, if I want something, I have to go and find the money, metal detecting, so I can buy it. So I didn't touch the family budget. That's how I looked at this as a financial thing. I wanted the metal detector to prove to people who didn't believe, even though I didn't have the skills, that it was out there and that it could be found. And a lot of people on YouTube gave me the hope through the videos that I watched. I could see that it could be possible. So I had that faith that this would all work. So I focused on paying off this amount, paying it back to my wife, some of which I paid back quicker, not only with some fines, but with birthday money, things like that people gave me. And so on. So once that was paid off, I paid it off a while ago. Then what I did is I added up this total of the money I'd put in and the money that I'd paid back to my wife, and I wanted it all back to me. This also included the money I had spent on the hobby itself. It meant wet weather gear, rubber boots. When I made the coin tumbler, every single bit of expense, batteries, whatever that I had spent, if it was taken from the family budget, I would use fine coins and pay it back to the family budget, then add that to the total of what the metal detector owed me, or the hobby owed me. So I treated it like that. I had a lot of fun. Even though I was keeping really good records of how much had been spent, how much I'd found in fines, etc., etc. So just recently, I paid that off completely. The metal detector has completely paid for itself. Every single cent I've spent on the hobby has been returned to me from metal detecting, from the hobby itself. Me getting out there. Like Digger Dan says, you got to get out to get in. And so, yeah. So that has been completely paid back and some extra. And so what I did is I turned around and I invested that money into another metal detector. That's right, I've got a second metal detector now. Now I did this for a few reasons. When people come out with me, they get bored. And because it's an expensive piece of equipment, especially my younger kids, I didn't really want them to, So now I have two metal detectors, and so if when we have time, if I have time, we'll go out. When I go out, someone can come along and they can do it also. Now I've just finished filming an episode. It's almost completed. The editing is almost completed. It's almost ready for upload. It should, by the time you look at this, it's probably been uploaded. I'm not sure what I'm going to show first, this one or the other, but either way. and somebody who's very well, you'll see who it is. But now that person's caught the fever, if you like, of metal detecting, and how much fun it can be, how exciting it can be to find something that you couldn't see and then dig down and find it, which we all know. So now that's where I've come from. That's where I'm at now. I have a second metal detector, and so now I'm focusing on paying back that $338 because that's what I was short this time. All the rest I put back into a new detector. So overall I have a new total of what the expense of that new machine cost me, that it owes me. But I know I'll get that back. But what I'm more focused on now is get the $338 back into the family budget, which and once that's repaid, then I'll still keep track, and I know it'll come back. All that money will come back because I've proved it once before. So, but where Aussie Coin Hunter, where I've always wanted to go was, firstly I wanted to prove that it works, that you can find money spendable and also old coins, and I've proved that. You've seen that in the Aussie Coin Hunter series and other amazing finds. Now I've got to the point of where I want to be. I want to be looking for the old stuff, old coins. I'm all about coins. I really like coins because they are little time machines. Straight away they take you to a place in time, as I've mentioned before. But what's more exciting for me now is that I can take someone with me. They can be metal detecting too. Even if they just help me find really high targets and they mark it on the ground, and then because I've had more practice I come and dig it, or I'm there with them or whatever. But I want to start looking at early settlements, try to find out as much as I can about West Australian history, and I want to get out there, work with different groups so that I can find some of that stuff on these old sites. I know it's there. We all know that so many places, I mean, it's there. It's out there. So that's where I want to head with Aussie Coin Hunter. We'll still have videos on the other finds. Magnifying glass that I just got for in the field. So we're trying to pick out dates on coins and stuff. Predominantly for this one. It's kind of a jeweler's one, but it's not so super turbo powerful. But then you got a really small one there, and you got this larger one. It also has a push button, and you have one set of lights. I don't know if you can see those, and then they go off, and another set comes on. I think they're more for these two. And there's this kind of this blue light. I don't know what that's for. It's CSI crime light or something. Anyway, so infrared. No, not infrared. Ultraviolet light or something. Blue light. So you'll see this in the upcoming episodes. This will be in my field bag when I'm trying to get that all important date that we look for. So, hey guys, what a beautiful scene this is. I've just come, my car's right up the top. I've come all the way down. Look at this. Leads down to the river. As I've said before, all areas are old. Quite a nice scene here. Nice feeling. Very peaceful. A little bit cold at the moment. I thought this would be really flooded and stuff like that, but I'm going to have to come and go around. People have been coming through here for a long time, so do a bit of detecting through here at some stage. Not today, I'm running out of time, but isn't this just nice? Very nice. I'll take you as I walk back up the trail. So I know this is pretty exciting. I can hear school nearby. Kids carrying on, but wow, Big hole cut away there, I don't know why. Alright, we'll come back to this in the future. This is a site where I know there was a house over here somewhere. I'm in the right spot for sure. And there's the... Very nice to see. Can you see it in the hole?